All right. Headline is Texas Tech coach talks kickers viral MAGA message, says team will address it. I bet not. Here's the story reported out. Texas Tech Red Raiders head coach Joey McGuire addressed kicker Reese Burkhart's celebration in which he revealed a supportive former President Donald Trump message. It was Trump 24 exclamation point, MAGA exclamation point on the shirt. He lifted it up. He wanted everyone to know. He wanted everyone to see it. He wanted everyone to talk about it. He knew exactly what he was doing. And just so you know, MAGA shirts at most places aren't typically sort of what you, I think they wear Under Armour at Tech, but I'm not sure. Usually you get, your choice of undershirts. They're going to be Nike. They're going to be Under Armour. They're going to be whatever, Adidas. You usually don't just bring your own stuff, just so you know that. You don't just have your own stuff hanging in your locker, and you don't usually have MAGA shirts hanging in your locker, but I don't know, maybe they do at Tech. Maybe that's part of it. So he lifts the shirt up for the crowd. Joey McGuire, the head coach, things aren't going so well for him. Imagine his day. Not only have they lost back-to-back games, they gave up 59 points to Baylor. That is hard to do. It's really hard to do. And they did it at home. Then they turned around and went to Fort Worth in a must-win game and lost that one too. Now this. What do you do? What would you do? What do you recommend here? What do you recommend? He says, quote, we've addressed it. We will continue to address it, he says. We're addressing it internally. The coach went on, it's always one of the things as far as whenever you're dealing with young adults, they really young adults, I guess, the choices that we make and when we make them and when you share it. I don't know what he's saying, and I don't think he does. And I think that's part of his mission here. He goes on to say, now remember, this kid scored a touchdown on a fake field goal. That's something they've planned. That's something they talk about. I don't think he may wear the MAGA shirt every game. I don't know. But I got to believe he had an idea they were going to run the fake. I got to believe that he thought if it works, you better believe I'm going all MAGA on the crowd in the end zone. Absolutely. He just didn't think, man, I feel like lifting my shirt up at this moment. So one, I bet you they knew they were going to run the fake, which I think is cheesy, to be honest with you. I do. I think it's cheesy. It did work. They lost, though. And he got in the end zone, lifted the shirt up. All right. So then the coach, Joey McGuire, who should be in trouble at Tech, goes on to say, I always think the greatest thing about football, basketball, sports like that, team sports, you always want to make sure that you're putting your team in the best position. And there's places that you express your opinion. And, I don't think necessarily that's a time nor the place. Again, the coach is saying absolutely zero. He's making no sense. He's filling up a news conference with words just so he can say, I've addressed it. He then goes on to say, as far as with him, we're dealing with it. Dealt with it on Saturday and continue to talk through stuff and find the best solution to keep it in-house.